Hi everybody. So today I'm gonna cook it's a big term and large term. I'm gonna be making, let's be honest, it's a sandwich. It's a big ass sandwich. Usually call this a manwich. It's gonna be like this big. It's gonna fill me up. It's probably gonna be my dinner and my supper. So let's get started. So I'm gonna need a really big uncut bread. So this I bought at XXXL. It was $2. It's white bread. Could be multi-grain bread. Doesn't really matter. It's whatever rocks your boat. And this is the word today. It's a sandwich. You can put whatever you want in it. You'll see mine. It's not special, but it's kind of it's a nice twist on a sandwich. So you need, of course, a bread knife, and we're gonna cut this in half. I'm gonna make the cut around here so that the bottom piece is a bit smaller and the top piece is a bit thicker. So I would say like this, that would be good. So you always need a good bread knife in your arsenal of knives, because it can also be used for other cuts. Example, I'm gonna pretty much use it for everything today. Okay, now that it's cut open, I'm gonna broil it in the oven. So pretty simple. Put the oven on broil, put the bread face up on the highest grill in the oven, around 3 to 5 minutes. Keep an eye on it. It burns quickly. So I just want to cook, I just want to broil and mark, toast pretty much the face part. Okay. So make sure to keep an eye on it. You don't want it burning. All right. So now let's start with our ingredient, ham. So this is fresh ham that I've cooked a couple of days ago. It was a complete shoulder. I'm pretty much gonna use I'm gonna use the entire. So that's quite a lot of ham, but hey, it's a big sandwich. So you gotta make it work. So I'm trying to cut the thinnest slices possible. I like it more on my palate, on my tongue. If, let's say I'm eating a side of ham on a plate, then I like a thicker piece, which I can cut. But when I'm in my sandwich, I like thin layers, pretty much like you would buy if you would already have your cut slices at the grocery store. So let's do this. So this ham was 99 cents a pound, and I bought a complete shoulder, and I'm gonna have ham for a month probably. Hopefully it will not go bad. Ham is a cured meat, so it's made to last long. Of course it's better when it's fresher. But say you know it, when it starts to be kind of sticky and gluey, until let's say your slices are like gluey and it smells, it's bad. Just throw it away. Don't risk it. Okay, you don't want to poison yourself. Alright, nearly done with my hand. The last part is always a little more tricky. Try not to cut your fingers, and also try to keep a thin slice. It's always, but it's not that big of a deal with experience. You'll get the hang of it. I'm not saying I'm the most experienced cook in the world, but I've been cooking for a long time. I really, really love it. There's no better feeling for me than to, I'm gonna be erotic about this, but to pleasure myself with food. I think it's one of the best gifts that you can give yourself, and that you can give to other people too. It's a good way to show people that you love them, you care about them, and you want them to have good meals. So as you can see, it's a lot of ham, but remember, it's a big portion. So just a little checkup. everything's fine. There's nothing happening here. So next up, I'm putting onions in my sandwich because I really love onions. I think it's one of my favorite veggies, to be honest. It goes with everything. You can cook it. You can leave it uncooked. This one, it's not going to be cooked. So I'm going to show you how to make this pleasurable, yet at the same time, because a raw onion, you take it, it goes into your nose. If you have too big of a chunk, it's like makes you cry a bit, even when you cook it, but when you eat it too. So what I do, I cut it in half as I just did. I took out the skin, of course, and then I'm gonna do 10 layers. So try to do it as thin as possible. Okay, this way you're keeping the crunch. You're still biting into a big piece of onion because it's kind of long. Okay, it's not like diced really thinly, but since it's really thin slice, you don't get the punginess of the onion, and it doesn't like aggress you in any ways. So it's always like the ham, it's always a bit harder on the last pieces as the piece is slippering. So for the last little piece, yeah, sometimes I will dice it because it's pissing me off mostly. So same thing with the other. Super thin, super thin. It's always good to have a good knife. And as you can see, I'm still using my bread knife. I think it's one of my favorite knives, to be honest. So same thing, little dice for the ham. Now that you have all of this, you want to break it up into pieces. And we're going to wash our hands after that, of course. So now that it's broken, it's all little small pieces that will make this sandwich epic. So let's put this on the side. Let's wash the hands. This I'm going to keep because I recycle everything. I usually use my the portion of the veggies that you usually throw away. I keep that and I do chicken broth with them. Okay, now that this is being said, oh, the bread is going nice. As you can see, the bigger part is almost done. There's just this part, and since it was thicker, so higher in my oven, it cooked faster. It's logic, huh? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the bottom. So this way, it's pretty going to be cooked even. Next step, some pickles, because I just love pickle. I am a sucker for pickles. I could eat pickles as a whole meal probably. So they're a nice saltiness, gives a nice saltiness to the sandwich, which is gonna be nice with the onions and the other layers of taste that I'm gonna put into it. All right, my bread is pretty much cooked. I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna leave it in. I'm gonna even open it just a bit, so this way it's not overcooking. Okay, so again, small pieces. The dill. Come on. This one goes from, oh my god. Those pickles are so good. Mrs. White. I think I bought this on sale, $2. Those are some of the nicest ones. They're in garlic, but they have a nice crunchiness to it. Nice and salty, not sugary, because some pickles are sugary. Sometimes I do like them, but I really like mostly salty pickles. So that should, it's not going to be a lot of pickles, but I don't want to overcharge it with pickles. Okay, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so got my pickles. The bread is ready. Oh yeah. So as you can see, yeah, my bread is really ready. That's fine. It doesn't matter if it's not like charred. It's not charred the real term, but if it's not dark here. So pretty simple. Here, moist. Okay. Here, crisp, toasted. All right, let's put this on the plate. start from the way up. Alright, so oh yeah, it's true. Dijon mustard. It's gonna have a nice little tanginess, nice little kind of like wasabi. It's gonna go into the nose a little bit. I put it at the bottom because it's so strong, this Dijon mustard, that when I put it on top, it's just too much. It just like aggresses me a little bit. But as you can see today, I'm putting quite a lot because I want this to taste, you know. Alright, yeah, I can smell it. Like, I really love Dijon mustard, but let's not abuse with it. Got Dijon mustard on the side, just washing my knife here. Okay, layers. So let's go, just throw the ham on here. It doesn't need to be nice. You can even, hey, put it, say, had a bit of layering to it. Say, I could have put it really, how do you say this? Straight, as you can see, like I'm adding some volume to it. I'm gonna put my onions right away. So as you can see, it's quite a lot of onions, but it's gonna be layered in. So it's pretty simple. Something that is at the bottom is gonna taste less than if it's on top. Okay, that's like your taste bud. That's how they're made, and there's layering. It's like, and at some point, taste can't really travel through it can't. You will taste it a bit, but it won't be as much as powerful as it should be. All right, my other ingredient. This is coleslaw. I made this 2 days ago. Really smells nice. It's gonna have another bit of vinegary taste. It's gonna have a little crunchiness. I'm not gonna put too much, however. Okay. So, hey, don't worry, you can use your hands. So, just gonna distribute this a bit everywhere on my manwich. Should be good. So, just try to have a bit everywhere. Let's have a little taste or the cook. So good. I actually added quite a lot of pepper to it. In the sandwich, it's gonna be amazing. Alright, let's go with the pickles now. Get the pickles on. I'll be good. I'm hungry now. I'm starting to salivate while I'm making this. So as you can see, I got quite a lot of crunchiness in there. I've got a toast, I got a toasting flavor, I got sugary, I got saltiness. It's everything you want. And the pièce of the resistance. You don't have to do this, you can put in mayo or whichever. I'm putting in some mango jam. Okay? This is some good stuff. Okay? It's special, gives out super sugary taste. It will interact with the saltiness, with the peppery, with the garlicky, with the pungency of the onion and the Dijon mustard. It mixes well. Alright, and here you have it. Super big, good, with everything that I like in it sandwich, otherwise called a manwich. So enjoy. Remember, at home, cook with what you have on hand and enjoy yourself. Treat yourself to something good. Take care, guys. And now, I'm gonna enjoy my sandwich. So please piss off.